studied in political science and in Canada, and then I did a foreign exchange in the US and specialized in American politics, which gave me the opportunity to work at the Canadian consulate in Los Angeles for many years as an immigration officer. So I spent most of my career working for the government of Canada as an immigration officer. And then I retired and then became an RCIC, which I proudly did at Ashton College. So that's how I was able to complete my educational requirement to take the entry to practice exam to become an immigration consultant. And I have been practicing, I have my own practice in Los Angeles for about 5 years now. The reason why I chose this career path is because of where I was working, I think, because I was in the US as an international student, but I also always had a very, just a love for international clientele and immigration and just a passion about, you know, going abroad and meeting new people and just international clientele. So one thing led to another, and I started working at the Canadian Consulate in Immigration, and I absolutely loved it. And I've been working in Canadian immigration ever since. And it's been a privilege to work for my government and an honor to serve my government as an immigration officer for many years abroad. But now the transition to becoming a consultant has been extremely challenging, but also very, very rewarding, in a continuity of this love and passion for immigration to Canada and, you know, working with a diverse international clientele. So the first one I would say is probably honesty and a attention to details. I think being ethical and being transparent and wanting to follow the rules and the laws in immigration is very important component of this career. So you have to be able to have a critical thinking to be able to not only read the law, but understand the law and apply it to your clients. But I think this profession, there is so many areas where you are asked to stay true to the truth, and also to ensuring that you are applying and advising your clients, not according to probably the easy way, but the most ethical ways to proceed, which sometimes can be challenging. So I would say discipline, ethics, strong morality, values, attention to detail, and a legal mind are probably some of the top qualities. You also have to have a lot of compassion and empathy, because immigration is a business of human lives, and we don't sell anything concrete. It really is thin air. But there's also so much stress and anxiety and you know, dreams involved in what we provide for the clients, that it often makes you a person that your clients rely on in so many ways. So you have to be able to really be in a relationship with your client where you're able to provide legal advice, but also some personal, I would say, tips on how to strategically navigate the immigration process, which is long and stressful, and etc. I first started 20-something years ago, so it's been a long time. So I think there's been tremendous amount of changes, for good and for bad. The speed that they're brought in and the ability to cope with these extremely quick changes have been felt not only by us, the consultant, but also the clients. and by RCC. We are all being challenged and have to find creative ways to be able to even just communicate with RCC and receive fair decisions from IRCC, because IRCC has had to deal with the major change that the pandemic has created, but also the quick pace of the different changes that are brought to all program, temporary permanent resident program, which is difficult. So I think what has changed the most is the speed at which we are being challenged with very important and major changes to all programs, often all at once. And the ability also for IRCC to respond effectively to these changes to help us do our job properly and provide the client with the best legal advice that we can.